Is an Asian guy that come out at the park when I come out and smoke and do my medical. I know he was stalking me too. I'm gonna tell you how I know. First, I didn't think nothing of it. And then it seemed like every time I came out, he came out. So I said, I know this gang stalk can make you paranoid, so I never said anything. And then one day, when I didn't even realize I was going to stay up because I went to get something to eat, I came up the steps to come in, but I ran down. I said, let me go over here. And I went over there to my medical. When I was leaving, he was physically running to the park. So he got to his place to smoke, and I walked away, and he looked, and when I turned back, he was leaving. And I thought to myself, what are you leaving for? Didn't you come out to smoke? Not I was. If I wasn't out here to be gang-stalked and for him to think that he could drug me. The point is, he's Asian like Joseph Cuomo. And if they could say I'm a hateful person, that I'm being hateful towards Joseph Cuomo, who is Asian. Hate crime. Just like I fought 2 white women up in that alley. And they sent a drove of junky white women after me to say that I had a hate crime against Mary Ann Boyer, the #1 juror and female on that trial. And it's a lie. We were good until she started getting creepy. And so, as always, I stepped away from her, and she didn't like that. So when she saw me 3-4 years later, she said I was a snitch. Because I knew she had taken over Montana Baronette, TTG, drug dealing business. She had a whole bunch of sex trafficking for the nigga boys. Keep them happy while they selling them drugs and make their own little money on the side, being fails and pimps and hoes and trifling ass niggas in their own communities. And she wanted a hate crime against me. But a lot of people in that gang know I don't have no problem with white women. That's why Martha became a friend. Contradictory, of course. They gang stalkers. And my killer was a white man named Edward Swanton, who happened to be a psychiatrist and a medical doctor. I don't care about the psychiatrist part, but I just had a total thyroid removal. And if he was my doctor, he was also a medical doctor. You mean to tell me he don't know a unhealed thyroid scar? I had no staples. I had glue that was still dripping out of it. And Edward Swanton said he was my doctor. He was referred by Joseph Cuomo, an Asian man. Another potential hate crime. So I do my duty. Yep. So I got an Asian man, a white man, and a white woman. Who I tell you bother me the most? Gang stalking. I ain't know I was a snitch until somebody said I had something to say. I ain't know I had something to say until they kidnapped me and started screaming about the DEA. I said, DEA? I was thinking about the ATF. DEA, I said, I made a mental note. If I survive, nigga, besides telling the world what you did to me, I'm gonna tell the DEA on y'all. That I found out the cops were involved. There was a list. And since the banner are a bunch of Jews, they say I'm anti-Semitism. No, I'm not, nigga. Against the Jews involved in this, not the ones out there. I promote the Baltimore banner. I didn't know y'all asses were Jews. I thought y'all were Middle Eastern. Couldn't tell the difference. But I didn't care. You did good work. You told the world that the Baltimore police is corrupt. You found 64 cops on the list. And then I remember the list of the previous years. How many were those? And that before I even heard of the Baltimore Baronette, did it exist? And then I thought about the year before that. Then I thought about the year of Jeffrey Shorter. Henrietta Girl, Ott, told me that. And her husband was part of the task force that got TTG in Montana and them. He worked down in the same town. And I thought to myself, God damn, am I the only one not a criminal? I guess that's why I was the only one stalked. Not just because I'm a black female. It's because I'm the only one who didn't want to be a criminal. The only one I wouldn't take money and be a criminal for, like that black lady said. You want Mexicans next? I hope everybody heard her say she was my pimp and my sex trafficker. She on here. She Marcus's girl in Marshall. She gonna say, I've been sending that money in your Cash App. And when I said, okay, let's check my Cash App, she was like, no, I put in your ATM. No, I hope somebody heard her say that. No, let's check my summary. I've been with Sicky since I was 16 years old or something. I think I left it once or twice, but at least it's been 20 years since then. Let's check that summary, girl. She said, no, I give it the cash in your hands. You want some Mexicans now? So I had to tell the Mexicans, I'm going to call ICE on y'all. That was cruel. I'm not calling ICE on nobody but that African girl in the alley. So yeah, black men continue to be failures in your community. Black women continue to be failures in your community because y'all making money for the white people. That's what Marianne said I was, a snitch. And I'm going to say this disclaimer one more time. If you're not the white people bother me in this, you good. If you're not the dykes that are bothering me in this, we good. If you're not the fag haggers or punk ass losers, we good. If you're not the rapist son of a bitch failures, OG assholes failure, drug dealers, no child support, single family home leaving son of a bitches, Anton Newman who probably put a bullet in my son's head, not Tyshawn Tasha's son. But then again, we dealing with Antoine Mason. He's a liar. I left him, and I hope all y'all believe me. So when this get blown out, sorry, y'all realize y'all followed an asshole. I hope I don't never see none of y'all, because none of y'all was my friend. If I could, I'd charge all of y'all with gang stalking and all this bullshit, because y'all want your loser asses to get paid for it. I hope I don't go to the part of heaven y'all in. Matter of fact, send me the hell, nigga. If it's like this, I will settle right the fuck in.